believe you can take advantage of the foreign earned income exclusion, which means if you spend 330 days outside of the United States, you don't have to pay taxes on $120,000 of your money, plus or minus that number. But let's say if you're from UK, I think there's like a program to where you can essentially remove your UK citizenship, move to Dubai, and essentially you pay zero income tax to the UK. And I think there's been an influx of a lot of high, IT and, high level professionals that have been moving to Dubai to take advantage of that zero tax zone opportunity. So they live in Dubai. I think you just have to live in Dubai for 6 months out of the year, essentially, something along those lines. I'll look that up. And you can take advantage if you're from the UK, pay zero tax. If you're from the US, you still have to pay federal, but I believe there's 120K foreign income tax exclusion. Right. Germany, obviously is becoming one of the tech hubs in Europe, and English speaking professionals are highly sought after, especially in engineering and IT roles. These countries not only provide excellent compensation packages, but also present tremendous opportunities for professional growth. One of the things is executive training. At one point in time, with my LLC, Professional Career Transformations, I provide knowledge commerce courses in regards to how to build a six-figure career, how to become a CEO, start your own LLC, small LLC, and also do executive professional training. I've taught classes like conflict resolution and communication and strategic planning. Well, there was actually an organization that was based out of Malta that actually offered my LLC an opportunity to move to Malta and actually teach executive training in Malta and also do executive training in Dubai as well. So that was an amazing opportunity that I actually almost considered taking, but it's one of the things where I'm kind of comfortable where I am here in Florida. I think this is the best opportunity for me in the States because I do like, my trifecta is, 4 months in the US, 4 months in Colombia, 4 months in Brazil. So, I said I had an opportunity to go to Malta and do executive training between Malta and Europe and Dubai. But I think that, for me personally, I think, keeping myself in the United States where, like I said, 69% of the world's GDP is here and I'm establishing this market, was the right call at the moment. But just for, example, if you are a senior level professional, teaching leadership and conflict resolution and management and, project management professional, all those kind of like high-end professional, kind of skill sets, that soft skill training, things like that. I think that's in high demand around the world. What people are starting to realize is, hey, we've covered the, you've got your CCNA, you've got your Microsoft, you've got your cloud practitioner certification. We've covered that, but now they need those soft skills so that those individuals can lead teams within an organization, and that's important as well. All right. All right, and then also, like I said, not only did I teach those classes, but I also developed the content for those classes as well. So maybe you become a content creator, right? Let's say a university or an organization says, hey, I need a slide pack on, like I said, communication and strategic planning. Well, I actually created a slide pack of about 25 or so slides and actually taught it to the PSTA, Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority. I created a 20 slide deck, and then I taught the class to them. But you can earn income by creating training slides for organizations. And just in general, as far as my career and specifically, I've benefited from international, from using globalization, in regards to my careers. When I was getting out of the military back in 2006, it was, there's so many, five-star IT professionals here in the States that it can be somewhat competitive. So I became a government contractor and got my first, satellite systems / IT kind of local area network role, in Baghdad, installing satellite, systems, and rooftops in Baghdad, Ramadi, Fallujah, different things like that, building the local area network with the routers, switches, phones, computers, building like small little, servers and print areas, local area networks essentially. And from there, I became, like I said, a help desk technician, and then the manager and things like that. But I started in Afghanistan, and then started in Iraq, and then went to Afghanistan. Was the kind of like the country lead there, installing those same networks. And then from there, I think I ended up going to Kuwait, and working kind of like a true like systems admin role, for a period of time, a little bit more high end, satellite, iDirect kind of, engineering and networking from that position. And then, just kind of, I went from Kuwait, then back to Afghanistan to do pretty much like a country manager role. And then, I think I was doing hub installs in, I think it was New Skies in Adelaide, Australia, just so essentially, by, being flexible to international, work, I was able to basically, not just promote within my own organization or, locally where there was local positions that were available. I was able to consider the entire world as, okay, I'm a help desk. I want to be a help desk manager. Where in the world can I find a help desk manager job? Okay, I'll go to this country and pretty much transition along those lines. But just something, like I said, something to keep in mind as well. Using LinkedIn, I can't tell you how many boot camps. I've been to the PMP boot camp in Dubai. I've been to the PMP boot camp in Dubai, P program management, PGMP boot camp, and PF&P boot camp in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. So imagine I've got contacts in Dubai for PMP and CISSP. I went to CCNA in Sacramento, California. Like I said, PGMP, PF&P in Poconos. I think I did the Federal Acquisition Regulatory course, the contracting course up in DC area. So you see how every time you go to any one of these boot camps, there's 20 other professionals that are in your field that you're going to network with and meet. I went to iDirect training in Herndon, Virginia. So everywhere you go, you're building this network of professionals to where if you're ever in need of opportunity, you've got a network to reach out to. And obviously you can kind of manage that through your LinkedIn profile. So that's very, very important. All right. And let's go ahead and let's discuss some success stories. Let me share a few inspiring stories of successful professionals who, harness their international experience, people who work remotely, with maximum flexibility, the financial benefits, and exploring, new countries and cultures. It's really exciting. I mean, imagine, right? You pick your favorite location in the world that you love to be on for vacation, and yet you can make top dollar in America and live in your favorite place in the world. I mean, I don't know what better combination there could be.